Some fresh out of. Hi. Hello. We are talking about Seeking Sister Wife. So I don't know if anybody's going to join me. And so check the description box below to see what time the recap is going to actually begin. For those of you guys who are fans of this show, you should check out the other shows that I do on my podcast called DocuSweeties. Is with my friend Chris Farah. Even if you do not want to hear Chris and I do anything together, which there are some of you out there who are haters, that's fine. Just support me. You can do so monthly at patreon.com/DocuSweeties, where you get the episodes hot off the presses as soon as they're done, and you get to see a visual of us, which is the snippets of what you get to see on Instagram. Otherwise, you could just listen to us for free on the podcast, you know. Hi, Sarah. Hi, midwife Crystal. You can listen to us for free on the podcast. It's like so free. You could go to like Google Play. You could go to Apple Podcasts. You can go almost anywhere you can listen to podcasts. And you will hear us talk about Lalu, which is Love After Lockup. You will also hear of us talking about 90 Day Fiancé, HEA, Happily Ever After. And then you will also get various documentaries like The House of Hammer, which I don't know if I don't know how many people who listen to us care about Armie Hammer, but there might be people out there who don't listen to us that care about Armie Hammer. And we've got recaps, reviews of that documentary if you're interested in it. So, hi, Bella Noir. I've never seen your name before. Domestic Gordita. Pamela. Liverpool Lass. Girl, you're awake? It's like midnight there, no? Well, thank you for joining. Ooh, Domestic Gordita, all the best. Positive vibes. Everyone send positive vibes Domestic Gordita's way, okay? You can send like the sparkles if you have an iPhone, you know? Put in like search, and when you go put sparkle, and then you'll see it. Yes, Gigi, it's been fixed already. I fixed it. I double checked it. It's good. So if you haven't checked it today, Gigi, please check it now and let me know. It's good on the Apple. I hope it's good on the rest of them. I'm well, Felicia. Hello, I'm well. Hi, Anissa. Renee, thank you so much for the PayPal, Renee. Thank you. Renee, you're so supportive. Renee is a part of our Patreon as well. And she still supports me outside of that. So listen, guys, love it, love it, love it. For speaking of support, if you'd like to drop a tip in the tip jar, you can do so down here below. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Let me take off the Wi-Fi from it so that it doesn't disrupt this crystal clear vision that you're getting right now. And let's get started in about 30 seconds, okay? Did I take notes? Probably not. I did take a little bit of notes. Whew, this was a hard episode, mainly because the Davises were giving me the ick. Girl. Okay, stretch it out. Let me get my water ready. It's here. 6 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated. Oh, welcome to my recap of Seeking Sister Wife. This is season 4, episode 14. I don't know the title, but girl, it was the season finale. Okay, this was the week of season finales. If you guys joined me 30 minutes ago, we talked about the family Chantel. So if you are at all interested in that content, go back to my page and look and see that. We talked a whole hour about relationships, and which we all know that I don't have any true understanding of just from the outside, but I gave my single gal opinion. People agreed with me, some people didn't, but go check it out. Okay. Once again, if you guys want to see more of my content, I have DocuSweeties, which is a podcast that me and my good friend Chris Farah do. It can be found on anywhere you listen to podcasts. There was a little bit of snafu with the episode this week, but I went on ahead and fixed it. We've got Lalu, Love After Lockup up. We've got 90 Day Fiancé, HEA, Happily Ever After up. And we've got The House of Hammer up. So please go on and check that out. If you're getting the hee-hee ha-has down here, you can go on ahead and give your girl a tip. Okay. My name is Wah. I do recaps of relationship reality TV show. So if you like that content, please go on ahead and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay. Thank you for letting me get all that out for you guys. She's a professional. You know what I'm saying? She is a pro. Now, okay, so the Davises got married. I couldn't watch it. Something about it, like, I wish them all the best. We all know that I wish them all the best. But here's what I do wish. I wish that somebody would go in there and vacuum NYX carpet, because there was all manners of crumbly rumblies on it. I will never understand why you have a camera crew in your home and you don't clean the floors or something. It was giving me like I'm not a grown-ass man bedroom. It was giving me like I'm a teenage man bedroom, or I'm a man who shares like a house with some roommates, and my mom bought a new bed set. So she gave me her old bed set. And so I stuffed a queen with all manner of dark bedding in this small room that really should have a full. And I got a lot of clothes too. And then I also love fedora hats. So I have a lot of them that look almost the same. Then I'm going to bust out some shiny ass, what I would only call as ish kickers, which were like loafers that were studded silver, but then like pointed with maybe a gold tip. I'm not quite sure what I was seeing. But we all saw it. And then we saw him put that shoe on the ground. And unfortunately, that ground/carpet had a lot of crumbs. Okay, there was a lot of debris on it. So they get married. They like went with a theme, but I don't think everybody understood the assignment. It's not my job to judge. They were all happy. They were all healthy. Okay. Some family members showed up. Some family members didn't show up. April's family members seemed to be very upset with her. Also, April looks like her sister. I saw April's sister immediately. I said, "Oh, that's April's sister, that woman who came to that wedding." I said, "That's April, just not. So must be her sister." So Nick is excited for the wedding, and he's wearing all black, which I didn't think looked bad on him. I liked it. The only issue that I had is that it was weird that he was dressed in all black and they were dressed in all white. It was giving like weird, like somehow angel devil, like black man, like pure white woman situation that I wasn't necessarily into visually. I liked April's dress. In fact, I think April to me is the only one that I truly believe knows how to dress herself. And Danielle's, I wanted to like it. I wanted to like it, but there was something about it that didn't seem as like solid to me. The makeup was good. The hair was cute. And then I thought to myself, there was a way that they could have done Jessica, I don't know her name, starts with a J. There's a way they could have done her fit that was a little less like bohemian hippie party and more wedding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm awake. Hi, Rasta Pablo. Hello. So we're going to talk about them. You guys do not skip to the Merrifields, okay? Because you don't have a lot to talk about. We got to talk with Davises first. Jesus, let me get through this. It was like, I wish they had all done like, what's that Disney movie called with Hercules? Oh, is it called Hercules? Okay, my bad. Hercules. Let me tell you why Hercules is not on my register. Because truthfully, Hercules was Hercules not around the time with like Lilo and Stitch? Hercules came out just when I was too old to truly pay attention to Disney Channel movies. You get like Disney movies. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what year it came out. It might have came out in like 97 or like 96, but I think it came out when I was like in high school. You know, I feel like the last Disney movie that I truly like, let me look, because to me it honestly feels like The Lion King, but I know The Lion King came out in like 92 and it can't be that. Okay, Disney 90s cartoons movies. I don't know, girl. I don't know, girl popped up in that too. Okay, so Tarzan was in 99. Okay. Hercules was in 97. Yeah. Hercules came out a little too late for me. It was but okay, so I'm trash. Let me tell you why. Because Mulan came out in 1998 and damn it, let's get down to business. Like I know Mulan. So the truth is I have no excuse for not knowing Hercules. To me it was like a Disney movie that came out, but it was like the B team. I'm gonna be honest. It was on the B sides. Okay, it was on the B sides, and I know people love it. And I don't want to disrespect anybody, but I didn't get into it because it was on the B sides for me. The same thing with Tarzan. Tarzan was on the B sides. It was on the B sides. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm 100% wrong. Okay, because let me tell you right now, Pocahontas was great. Goofy movie, excellent. Okay, Beauty and the Beast, 100%. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Loved it. Don't know every word of it, but some of those songs got my soul. Mulan got me 100%, and it just wasn't top tier for me. And I'm gonna say that and walk away because I know I'm gonna get drugged. I know I'm gonna get draggeth. I know it. So I'm gonna walk away from that. The Muses. That's exactly where we were. Thank you for bringing me back. They should have been the Muses. I think that they could have just been the Muses and it would have all worked out. It would have all worked out, but they didn't do that. And so it's not my fault. It's not my fault that I'm here in judgment because they didn't do what they should have done. So they had this wedding and it was nice because they hadn't had one before. They had a commitment ceremony and then we got introduced to one of Nick's friends. And I know everybody's been telling me it's a cult. But then when we met Kendaka, I said, well, now listen, this might be the first Black cult I have ever heard of. Kendaka was their officiant and she is an advisor and a friend. Who wants to know exactly what Kendaka is advising them? I mean, there was a scarf shawl situation she was wearing that didn't have anything to do with the colors of the wedding or her outfit. I mean, and then she was also wearing like lace tights with open-toed shoes. Now, there is a place for that. But usually it's done with some kind of like badass shoe or like the lace tights are like have a discernible pattern to them. And that wasn't what was giving. We met Chief, who is Nick's brother, and I want to know if that's the brother that he spends time on the phone with. Like that, I want to know if that is the brother that Danielle is happy to go to work for so that they could have a conversation. Those two. Remember Danielle was like last episode, she was like, yeah, I want Nick to be able to stay home and do nothing and talk to his brother so that he could teach our kids. I think that was the brother. His name is Chief. Yeah, it's midwife Crystal. Nick, his brother and his dad all look the same age. I mean, things have happened to these men, and these men have I don't know, there's scarring on the face. There's something girls going on. I was like, the dad obviously had gray hair, so he was the dad and therefore must be the elder. However, not that much elder. So I wonder what Kendaka talks to them about. I wonder if Kendaka is in the same kind of situation. Like, I wonder if Kendaka is married to her white prince and he has a harem of Black women. I want that story. I want it. I want to see them on the show. Kendaka and her crew. That's what I want to see. I'd love to see it. I would love it. Oh my God. Can Kendaka crossover Joe and Maisha from Love Off the Grid? Get out of here. I found Joe. I found Maisha. I found it. I found her for you. Her name is Kendaka. She's in Colorado. She's willing to move to Mississippi. Yeah. What? Yeah. No, I found her for you. She's gonna be great. She's gonna be great, Joe. She's gonna be great. Yeah, no, I found her. You moved to yeah. She said she'll move to Mississippi and live on the farm with you and raise goats. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh yeah, it was Mississippi. Girl, was one of them states. Oh, it was great. It was great. Wait a minute. I crack myself up. I don't need you to tip me, but if you want to, you can. But I don't need you to because I give myself the hee hee ha ha. So I will tip myself. Thank you very much. For those of you guys who don't know what Love Off the Grid is, you should get into it. It's on Discovery Plus. It is good and it's short. It's like 8 episodes or something. Girl, Joe and Maisha, they will forever be in my heart. I don't care. Joe and Maisha will forever be in my heart. They will forever. Okay, anyways, we did that. Let's move on. Anything else happened? The son, he played the piano. April's nieces were the flower girlies. Jennifer Jessica's family did not come. I imagine they're just not with it. Danielle says that her family couldn't come because they don't live close and it was too short of notice. So that's okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wrote. Okay, let's get to the real reason for the season. Okay, let's get to the real reason that we are here on today with these couples because we got the Merrifields, bro. We got the Merrifields. Okay, the Merrifields who have been. This is their second season on this show, and they were in a 3.5-year relationship with our good sis Roberta from Brazil. Okay, this is season 1 of the Merrifields, and this is season 2 of the Merrifields. We think that Danielle looks better with dark hair, even though she, But here, I listen. Bert is basura. I'm gonna let you guys are still talking about the Davises. We've moved on to the Merrifields. Oh, you guys, we start off this episode. It's called Mr., Mrs., and Mrs. and Mrs., by the way, episode 14. We start off with the Merrifields, and it is a vertical shot from a cell phone. And is it Garrett taking this picture? Like, how is Garrett doing this? But we get the most. This woman is crying like she is lost. I don't know. What is Danielle going to do when someone in her life, God forbid, passes away? The way that Danielle cried, I thought her father had passed. Like, I truly thought something had happened. She gives us the ugliest, snottiest, wettest cry. Like wounded deer in the meadow cry. Like, and here's the truth. The reason why she's crying and it's coming up from her soul is because she knew it. It's because she didn't want this shit. She didn't want this, and she knew it. She knew it. Okay? She called it. She knew it. She knew something was wrong. Something was rotten in the state of Denmark. She knew it. She knew it. Bert scammed them like I don't. And they got the money to lose. They had the money to lose. They had the money to lose, y'all. Okay. So we start off with her saying, how could she do this? She said she was my sister. She said she loved me. She said she loved me. She lied. She never loved me. I knew it. She doesn't care about the princess. Where am I, my family? Where are my mom and dad? And she just asked for money. It never dawned on me that Garrick and her were sending Roberta money. It never dawned on me, and I don't know why I didn't think so. But let me back up and just say this. Garrick and Danielle's home is the type of home you build if you're going to have a plural family. Okay, Steve Foley? Because that kitchen, them bedrooms, them bathrooms, in the Merrifield's home, that is what you need. Okay? I have been sorely disappointed by the Foley's kitchen and the house that they built, and I need them to talk to Garrett. Because Garrett knows how to build some houses. Okay, anyways, there's that. So, you guys, Bert broke up with them via text message. The day after the check cleared, or the money got, successfully transferred into her bank account, they sent her 980 USD. Now, I didn't do the conversion, but I'm going to do that right now. How much is 900? Oh, no, not 980. Oh, girl. 9,800. How much is 9,800 in Brazilian money? That didn't make any sense. I don't know if Google's going to be able to do it. Oh, okay, great. So 9,800 USD equals 51,435 and 30 cents of whatever the Brazilian money is. Whew. And they weren't even upset about the money. Like, they mentioned it lastly, and I think it's because they probably felt stupid that they had sent her that kind of money. But that to me is the most important thing. That to me is the most important thing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have money. So if anybody takes money from me, I'm angry. So the sister-in-law, Sam, who was pissed about the entire situation, was like, oh, that's the worst part, that they took the money. $10,000 is a lot of money. And I said, well, then no, it's not. It's not a lot of money for Garrick and whatever Latina woman that he wants. Garrick is like 3.5 years. And okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So that happens, and then they get the note, they get the text message that she broke up and said that she couldn't do it anymore because they have a difference of understanding of what cheating is, because Garrick kissed Leah. She broke off 3.5 years of dating, of being in a relationship with people that she said she loved, simply because he kissed another woman and she didn't agree with it. Now, I just finished talking about the family Chantel, and people were talking about, like, things that you could do inside and outside of a marriage, things that are unacceptable, whatever. I don't know that she ever really loved them, because if I were her, I would have at least come to the US and cussed them out first. Like, that is not a good reason. That wasn't a good reason at all. That was not a good reason. She is a scammer. She's a liar. And I hope she goes straight to Hades. I mean, truthfully, she could have at least sent that 10,000. Like, what did they do so bad to her? What was that kiss worth to where she just took $10,000 from them? It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And he had been sending her money because that was his wife. Didn't he marry her in like Acapulco or something? Did he not marry her? Isn't he now going to have to figure out how to divorce her? Because he sure did divorce Danielle, and Danielle's very upset. She's like, I divorced Garrick for her, and she didn't even have the decency to do it over video. Danielle acted like she was more upset than Garrick, and she wasn't. I think Garrick was truly heartbroken. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know which way was up. He didn't know how to behave, how to act. And then at the end of it, Danielle's going to say, well, God doesn't make mistakes. I said, well, God damn, Danielle. How do you, with tears streaming down your face, say that God did this? Like, at this point, Danielle has got to believe that it is a part of a grand master plan. She's got to believe that. Otherwise, she's not going to get through this. Otherwise, she's not gonna get through this because she got convinced by Garrick and her prayers and whatever was being said and whispered in her ear that her doing this polygamous lifestyle was what God wanted. And then she turns to Garrick and she's like, "Well, does this still make you want to do this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I can't be with you forever. No, I want like just that little taste of her, that little taste of Bert." Led me to know that I was on the right path. Now, she wasn't the right person, but like I'm on the right path because what you're giving me, I mean, yes, you are giving me. I need the newness. I need this. I need the curve, plush, less emotional newness. But I want you here because you have my sons, and like, also I don't want you to hurt yourself if I divorce you. So I'm gonna stay in this with you. But also, I require a Latina. Because at the end of the episode, they are courting another woman that they're going to meet in Mexico, and she's Brazilian. So Garrick wants what he wants. I mean, he wants what God wants him to want, right? Right? He wants what God wants. He wants what God wants him to want, right? So like, wow. She needed any kind of reason to get out of this thing, and she just found it in that one moment. And I said, wow, that doesn't even make any sense. And then Danielle's brother gets there and has a smirk on his face half the time because he was like, I was 97. Now he said he was 78% sure that this wasn't going to work. The entire time, Sam and Samantha were 78% sure that Bert was never coming to the US. That means that Sam and Samantha had to look at their sister, Danielle, every time they saw her and be like, yep. Oh yeah, what's oh yes, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. And then when they ask Garrick in front of everybody, do you guys still want to do this lifestyle? They both are like, yeah. And I said, Danielle, you was a whole lie. You just asked Garrett that in private. And because you knew he was going to say yes, now you have to sit in front of your whole entire family and say yes again too. Now you have to tell the boys that this whole thing was a scam, that she stole money from you. And they tried to act like the money wasn't the issue. But I was like, what? The sister was like, you gave her money? Yeah, thousands of dollars they've given her over 3.5 years. For what? She wasn't working? I mean, I guess she said that she was poor and she needed money. So Garrick was like, you're going to be my wife. I'll send it to you. Danielle's like, I knew it. It was so hard for her to get a plane ticket. It was so hard. They literally had to fly to Brazil to get her to buy a plane ticket. I mean, it was the scam of the century. There is no way. There's no scenario in which I can see Bert making this choice. Unless Garrett was secretly like beating her up at night. Like, unless, you know what I'm saying? Unless he was like secretly doing some kind of like weird sexual like kink that she didn't agree with at night. To where she was like, I can't do this. I don't know how to get out, though. I don't know how to get out. Okay, Juana RN says they did not try to understand her perspective when it came to seeking another wife and did not care about her opinion. Oh, that's not a reason to not hop on a plane and come and see the people. Did they think she was gonna like? Did she think that Garrett was gonna bury her underneath in the basement and never let her fly home? They're on a whole TV show. No, that's not a good reason. That's not a good reason. No. Might not be legally married in the US. You usually have a window to submit marriage certificate for US courts. Oh, okay. She was playing them from the beginning. She wanted the money for her mom and family. He just paid for sex. Yeah, I agree with you. You can't get a divorce in absentia. Juana says all of them are wrong in my opinion. They were playing each other. Oh. Danielle needs to leave and start over. She wants to be miserable and crying for the rest of her life. I mean, Danielle is like, I don't think Danielle has the self-esteem or the strength or the wherewithal. Danielle is, and unfortunately, because of the way she's portrayed herself on this show, is one of the weakest women I have ever seen in my life. The only thing that I think is like good about Danielle is that she's not addicted to painkillers. Like, she's like, to me, like one of the like most fragile individuals I have ever. I don't know how she gets on in life. Her and Garrick are so weird to me. They're like, he must be some. It's like, what is the power he wields? Because I don't understand him and her. I don't understand how they work. He's so soft spoken, but also like maybe there's some like underlying, like, I don't know. He just ain't the man for me. He ain't the man for me. I would be with Nick before I would. I'm trying to think. I was gonna say I would be with Sidian before I'd be with Garrick, but I'm like, I feel like Garrick has more money, so that would be my draw to go with him. Because truthfully, like, Garrick can like take care of me. He's a provider. If anything, he is a provider, and I don't know that I would put Sidian in the provider category. Not to say that him and Tasha aren't banging it out, but like, I think that I would rather be in a relationship with Nick, and I would rather join the Muses than be with Garrick. But if I had to choose between Sidian and Garrick, I would definitely choose Garrick. Steve above all of them. But I would make Steve understand that, like, Brenda got to figure it out, and I'll be your friend, Brenda. But this kitchen needs to be bigger. Okay, 1, 2. Then there are the Epses. I like them. I would be friends with them. I couldn't be in the relationship, but I like what they're doing. I love it. I love Black Love. I love them. Who else was there? I think that's it. Anyways, yeah, they called the son the princes. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's there's more people involved and at stake in this for Bert to have not just come over. I hate to say it because it feels like you shouldn't say this, and that at any time anyone can pull consent and you don't have to do things. But it's just the fact that she took money that last minute. That last minute money was crazy. So that's why I'm like, I can't forgive her. She's a scammer. She's an absolute scammer, because whatever happened wasn't enough for her to not hop on a plane and tell them face to face and then demand that he buy her a ticket home. What she could have done is said, let me get an extra $3K. And then she held on to that money, came to the US, told them what the what is, or tried. And like, she could have had a whole other season of just Bert being mad about Leah. Bert was mad about Leah the whole time. Bert was mad. Send more money to my mama because I'm mad about Leah. There is no reason why she didn't get on that plane and come and tell these people face to face. 3.5 years? No. 3.5 years? No. I hate to say it, but she owed the Merrifields something. She didn't owe them sex. She didn't owe them her body. She didn't, no. But she at least needed to come over to the US, and they have made themselves look stupid on national TV. They've lost family members, not specifically for her, but like they've gone through a lot, built a whole house for her. Like, she let them set up a whole house. Like, there was just so many things where she could have backed out and walked away from it, but she just let it go on too far, girl. She got on the show with them, everything. And then is going to use this whack-ass excuse talking about cultural differences. That was a whack excuse. Garrick is right. She did not love them, because love would have given them a little bit more. If not a scammer, the worst of opportunists. Garrick deserves this. Listen, does he? Yeah, but did Danielle? No. Did Danielle and the princes? No. I mean, Danielle can't, like, listen, I cry, but that girl, she just let the snot and all of the mucus, she just let it all come out. She's let it all. And I can only imagine what she said afterwards. She probably was like, that big bootied bit, like, we paid for her braces. Like, she probably went in. Robin. Love it. Love Robin. Love that name. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know. And those kids watching it all unfold. That's what I'm saying. There's like more people involved. It's not just Bert. It's like the kids too, for 3 years. So I'm just like, come over and meet everybody and say hi, and then come over and look at them face to face and say on camera, and then ask producers to help her leave and say, like, I can't be with you. You broke my trust. I don't want this anymore. Or, I really don't feel comfortable leaving my family, because, like, it was such a small thing. Because, like, It was such a small thing. I mean, truthfully, the Merrifield should have learned Portuguese. They should have learned Portuguese so that they could properly communicate her. So I blame them for that. But it's the taking of the money at the last minute that I have the hugest problem with. Because I was willing for her to not come and to, like tell them there when she was there. Like she should have told them there. She should, as soon as they landed, she should have said, you know what, it's not sitting well with me. It's like, what was the worst that could have happened? He didn't sleep with Leah. First of all, why'd they even have to tell her about the kiss? That is just. I'm sure Danielle felt like, well, I was okay with the kiss and I'm the first wife. I don't understand why you wouldn't be okay with it. And also, if you had just come, this wouldn't happen in the first place. Oh, was that the son? I thought that was a parent. I mean, I thought that was a producer. The name was like something started with a G. I thought it was a producer. I didn't realize that was her son. Wow. Danielle was happy, hun. Those were happy. There was tears of joy. Whew. Did Garrick know it was too good to be true? That's why no reaction? I think that Garrick was stunned. I mean, Garrick is looking real dumb. Like real dumb. He's just like, I don't know. He probably didn't care about the money either way. He was just like, I really wanted to squeeze them hips. Oh, yeah. I didn't notice it. I didn't know who that was. Yeah, Garrett always looks stunned. Right. They had 3 years and neither of them bothered to become fluent. Yep. Absolutely. I thought that was one of their first mistakes. 100%. They should have 100% and they would have been able to speak to each other back and forth in Portuguese. They could have the kids learn Portuguese. It could have been a whole, kumbaya family situation, and they chose not to. So this is why we have all this miscommunication. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's their fault. But there were red flags along the way, and they did not heed them because they were going off of whatever deity was talking to them and telling them they should do this. And then but that deity is apparently not wrong in this moment. The deity just is teaching them a lesson. A $20,000 lesson or whatever. Honestly, the truth is if it had to have been more, right? It had to have been more money than just $20,000 in total. It had to have at least been like 100, right? Over 3 years. Because the truth is, it's like losing out $10,000 a year. It would have cost him more money for Bert to come to the U.S. and him paying for her and her clothing and her food and her lodging and all that stuff. So he actually got off quite light if it's only $20,000. Bert did learn English. She was learning it. Her English was a lot better this season than it was last season. Thanks, Jelly Bean. Remind everybody to give a thumbs up. Leah is probably like, how I get in it? She's like, don't mention my name. I was only there for like a minute. Leah had like, 10 hours of filming. She had like 8 hours of filming and her name is getting dragged this whole time. She's like, I was barely there. All the money he paid for the trips and the visa process too. LOL, he blew a bag on Bert. Yeah. Oof. I mean, I just want to but the truth is if Bert had actually come, he would have spent more money on her. Somebody said something about getting a boob job done. Who said this? Let me go to Mary Pants. Okay, if you guys are not following Mary Pants on Instagram, you're not getting the tea. You're only getting half the story. Let's see, Mary Pants. MERRYPANTS. No spaces. She put, I got my boob job, so I'm gonna head out. Oof, I think they're just speculating that it is. Who in their right mind would stay in a house with them? She probably only saw them as clients, LOL. Oof. I'm trying to see what other the comments are saying. I need to watch this foolishness. Didn't Danielle divorce the husband so she could come over to the United States? Yes. So Mindy says, I really need to hit up Garrick. I could use some braces, plastic surgery, and 10 grand in exchange for some FaceTime calls. What plastic surgery? Somebody following her? I want to go to Bert's Instagram. She's probably already shut it down if that's the thing. Hoo. Perfect teeth, Tiggies, $10,000 and 2 less headaches. She made out like a bandit. So did they pay for her boob job? Damn. Someone else says, I really wish Nicole would stop crying so hard. We all know she really didn't want her to come, and please stop putting God into your need to be with Garrett, your need for Garrett to be with other women. Whoo! She asked them for money the day before, and then the next day she broke up with them. She got them good. Garrett couldn't keep a straight face during some of his segments. Either really bad acting or the whole thing was set up. He looked like he couldn't care less. From the looks of it, her and Danielle had a BOGO coupon. I'll stop reading this. Oof, wow. Some people were like, that's a big shocker. I'm like, I'm shooketh. I am shocked. Hi, Zelle. Misha's like, I want 10 grand. I think Bert thought they were hella weird and was scared to come over. She shouldn't have led them on, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's entitled to that money. She gets paid to be on the show. So 10 grand, 10 episodes, that's her money. Yeah, I guess, because as a foreigner, she would not have gotten any money for being on the show. So maybe she truly did feel like, listen, I'm breaking up with them, but y'all exploited me for this American TV show. I'm not coming over there, so I'm going to ask you for 10 grand. Now, you know what? I can't fault that. Okay, Misha. Okay, Misha. Okay, I can't fault that. I can't fault it. That makes sense because she didn't get no money from being on the show. Whew, y'all. That shit crazy. That is crazy. I can't believe I'm talking to you guys for 42 minutes. Wow, the time flies. We talked about the muses for quite a while. Okay, guys. This is, two very shocking things that I watched today, which is the Merrifields get punked by Bert and Pedro and Chantel break up. Teresa says, in the scamming world, they got off easily. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize she was the storyline. So that was her pay. Yeah, so they gave a little like outro, what everybody was doing. I was unable to see some of it at the bottom because the like what's up next was on my screen and I couldn't get out of it because it was the season finale. But Sidian and Tasha have taken the kids to the Philippines to meet Ariel, and they are starting the K1 visa process. So that's good. I hope there's a crossover. Please put them on 90 Day Fiancé. Could you imagine? I already said this, but could you imagine a polygamous couple on 90 Day Fiance? I mean, listen, those will get the highest ratings ever. It's like they already have, Sister Wives, which everybody's talking to go watch Sister Wives this week. It's back, and Christine is divorcing Cody, and I've never seen that one episode of this show. Okay, I've seen like snippets of the show where he's like, I'm gonna build a house right here, and all we see is like land with like trees, and it's like I can't even envision a house. I don't even where's the road, And then I know that he loves Robin the most because that's what everybody talks about. The last one, that's the one he loves the most. Mary is the first one who got catfished by a woman. And then we've got Janine, maybe the blonde-headed one who I don't know much about her. Then we've got Christine, who is the other blonde one, the third wife that's blonde. And she's the one who's like, I'm not interested, I'm not happy. And it's like shaking the world up. It shook the world. It shooketh the world. I guess it's a really big deal. And I think all the women are feeling like you're leaving our family. But I'm like, everybody's low-key have left the family. Like Mary fully left the family when she started talking to another person. And then Robin, he loves Robin apparently. I don't know anything about these folks. I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh, Janelle. Yeah, I don't know anything about these people. Not Janine, Janelle. I don't know any. I have not seen one episode of Sister Wives, and I know all of that. So told to watch that. So they have Sister Wives, then they have Seeking Sister Wife, then they have 90 Day Fiance, and like, why not just do a polygamous family doing the K1 visa. Just give it to us. Just give us what we need. Give us what we want. Okay. They've got love off the grid. They've got, just keep giving it to us. Keep giving us love in ridiculous situations. And I and you will be here. Let's also see what. I think that's it. Oh no. Davis has already talked about. City and blah, blah, already talked about. Let me go look through my pictures to see who I'm missing. Oh, the Foleys. They have not asked what's her face to move in with them. They haven't asked April to move in with them, which they should not. Leave that girl alone. But they are still looking for other women. Great. Look for someone your age. Cool. Then we've got the Epses, and Marcus is still dating Bina and Janelle, or Janae. I can't remember her name. Janae. He's still dating them, but they're also looking for another one. And I think maybe it's just because like they want somebody to join their family, and perhaps Bina and Janae are not like right to join the families. And then that's it. This was a good season, even though like I stopped watching it for 4 episodes. Didn't mean to do that. Are you going to do inmate to roommate? Now, what is that trash? Huh. It is technically legal. It is technically legal. Is it technically legal for a polygamous family to do the K1 visa process? I mean, it's technically illegal for a man to have several wives, but a man can, and a woman can have several husbands, like as long as they don't try to actually legally get married. But no one's going to actually stop them from living all in the same household. You can still do that. There's not like a witch hunt like technicality where they're actually going to go after, maybe in Utah because they're staunchly trying to like stamp it out, but in anywhere else in the country, like you're legally only allowed to be married to one person. So like that's going to stick as long as they don't try to break the law and marry other people or keep anybody against their will. They're fine. And it would just make great TV. Oh my God, just caught up. Nick looks like a Kid Creole in his pimp. Kid, I don't know who Kid Creole is. Marcus has always and will be dating other women no matter what his wives say. Oh, it's an A&E show. It's like Love After Lockup. You have to watch Wah. Listen, if it's not a Matt Sharp production, I'm not going to watch it. Okay, Matt Sharp has like the perfect amount of trash and interesting plot lines for me to stay engaged, but I'll check it out. I'm a Matt Sharp girl. You know what I'm saying? Ill. Take it back. So, take it back. Wah, it's a show in A&E, kind of like Love After Lockup, but there's no romantic involvement, at least for now. Well, if there's no romance, my name is Wah. If you don't know, I do recaps of relationship reality TV. Wahima. Hello. Hi. Wahima. I feel bad for Bert. She's not scamming. She just wants her 30K for the foolishness. New teeth, boobies. Yeah. It's wild inmate to roommate. It's people who don't know the inmate from Adam, allowing them to get released from prison and parole. Oof. No, that feels dangerous. You're so right. Bilal and his 2 wives. Ooh, okay. Hot take. I'm gonna talk about HEA just real quick. So for those of you guys who don't want to have this conversation, can everyone just go to my Instagram right now? Go to Just Call Me Wah's Instagram right now, and I want you to watch my hot take I put up of Shida versus Shahida. I feel like it's not getting enough love, and I don't understand why. It's a great take. I want people to fight me in the comments about it. I'm yelling into this. I didn't mean to. Sorry. It is a Sharp production. I'm awake. A&E. Do I have to like buy another app or whatever? What is Giselle talking about? Hold up, Giselle. What are you talking about? Okay, Giselle. So is it true that Christelle and Dimitri Snowden is with Marcus Epps? Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that the South African lady I don't think they're together, but I saw something somewhere where they like talked or whatever. But I don't know. Girl, I want the tea. I heard rumors. You know, I don't operate on rumor and conjecture. But I might be able to ask. Just kidding. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask. Even though they did tell me if I wanted to chat with them, they would. But, I'm not going to, I like to keep it like separate. You guys know I like to keep it separate. I'll give you my cable login. Robin, thank you. You're so cute. No, it's okay. You're not wrong. Okay. What was I trying to say? Shoot. I was just going to do something. I was just going on here to do something, and now I don't know what it was. Oh, I want you guys to go to my Instagram and look at this dang video I posted. So I did a 3-minute little hot take. Just go and like it right now. And then you can watch it later. But I really think, like, my hot take on how I feel about Shahida and Shida, like, I really, 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 really do think that Shida's cannot be trusted. I think she's lost my trust. Like, I cannot believe, based on what I saw and we all saw from that episode where Shahida took her little self over to that woman's house and told her that they needed to get a prenup because she came with no assets. Now, it was wrong. But Shahida did not come with rage nor aggression. And I know people are like, oh, well, why? It doesn't matter if that part is the part that's not right. What she did was not right. She shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm losing Wi-Fi. Let me let it come back. Okay, back. I understand what you guys are saying, but to me, the details are important. As somebody who is always like, but the line of work I do, sometimes it requires me to investigate situations. And once your credibility comes under fire, once you add dubs on anything, once you hype something up more than what it is, or like, to skew it your way, at that point, you can no longer be trusted and your credibility is shot. And to me, Shida lost all credibility when she tried to Karen Shahida, tone police Shahida, not tone policer, that's the wrong thing to say. But like, I just really truly felt like in this day and age, Black women, especially foreign Black women, cannot be coming to the US telling African Americans that we're aggressive and that we came in with rage. And it's some of that like infighting within our community that I don't appreciate. Not only are you both women who are Black, but you are also both Black women who are Muslim. So I'm going to need there to be some, I'm not saying y'all need to be kumbaya, but I'm saying you, my sister, and I don't want to bring in colorism in, and I don't want to because they're about the same. But like what I'm saying is like, you don't get to come to the US, Shida, and create a scenario in which an African-American woman was filled with rage and aggression, because what she showed you at that tea house was rage and aggression. I don't know if it was rage. It was definitely aggression. And so now you can't be trusted. You cannot be trusted because you could easily lie on the daughter. Oh, I don't listen. Shida could easily lie on that daughter. That daughter is 14. She's about to get rude in 2.5 seconds. I mean, the daughter's about to get snappy and sassy and start telling everybody what to do. You know what I'm saying? She's already, she don't want to call you Uma. You know what I'm saying? Like there's already some things where the daughter's like, I don't think I'm going to call you Uma. I don't know you. So to me, Shida is not to be trusted, and I wouldn't want my kids around her, especially if I have a good relationship with my ex-husband and we're able to co-parent well, and then your new wife is coming in lying on me. Yeah, you're going to have to get rid of her. Like that would be my thought. Like, unfortunately, like you and I are getting along well. And she is now a point of contention. And I just think, unfortunately, the onus is on Shida to not rock the boat. Was Shahida wrong? Absolutely. But lying about the energy in the room is not the move. Because now you're not credible, in my opinion. And I wouldn't trust you. You can't you can't have the woman not trust you. The conversation should have been like, you know what, Shahida, I really felt that was very inappropriate. And I felt like you were trying to bully me. Like, you came to the house when Bilal wasn't there. I don't know anybody in this country. And it was very intimidating of you to come into my house and tell me the things that you said. And like, I don't appreciate it. And I feel like I owed an apology. Also, you guys, if we think about it chronologically, I truly believe that the blow up in the tea house happened before the tell-all. So now we truly understand why the tell-all was so awkward. And why I think Shahida, in my opinion, was on a better behavior. She was on her best behavior at the tell-all. And I felt like Shida was the one who I felt was a little like weird. But now knowing that it was because that interaction had happened, I didn't like the way Shida was trying to throw her like Muslimness at her and was like, oh, you're not acting like a good Muslim and you don't know me and I'll do it. I'm like, And like Bilal just sat there, and I think it's because he really felt like he was in a precarious situation where he can't have Shahida be mad at him, because then it's going to be awkward for him when the kids come over. Because I feel like it's well within Shahida's rights to be like, honestly, I don't want my kids around Shida. And I feel like if the shoe were on the other foot and he had demanded that her boyfriend or husband not have the kids around, like, it's just going to cause trouble. It's just going to cause trouble. So never said the ex-wife wasn't out of line, you guys. I'm saying she was out of line. I'm saying Shida adding dubs to the situation is the part that ruins the credibility. And so now Shahida will never forget the fact that Shida lied on her, because she did lie on her. And the truth is that Shahida was actually wrong, and now the conversation is turning because lied. Anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. Going ahead and go to let's fight me in the comment section of that video. Fight me in the comment section of that video, you guys. Let's get that number up. There's only 21 likes. We could do better. Fight me in the comment section. Oh, 24 likes. Come on, I see you guys over there. I see you over there. Give me some more likes. Okay, what does this say? You guys are talking about Bilal now. Bilal's backbone is made of pudding. Woo! She lost all credibility when she told that child to aggressively wash her lady parts. Bilal is sitting with his balls in his hand and saying nothing because he doesn't want to make it any worse. He wants the women to handle women business. But the crazy thing about it, which is what I say in my recap, is all of a sudden he starts saying something in Arabic. And it's just like this saying, I seek peace or something. And I said, Bilal, did nobody teach you crisis management? Did nobody in your family? I just feel like Bilal is a product of like, he's like Garrick to me, honestly. Let's draw the parallels between Bilal and Garrick. I feel like sometimes people lean too heavily on scripture and lean too heavily on like ideals put in place that don't fit the modern era. And so instead of him standing up and saying words in English that everybody can understand, like, Shahida, sit your ass down and don't stand up to my wife like that. Sit down. I'll get her, but you sit down or something. He decides he's going to say like some kind of scripture. And then he just keeps saying, I seek. Like, I don't know. Like, let's say the time is, let's say I'm speaking Arabic and the phrase is, I look, yo veo. And it's like, that statement, not only is it not calming anybody down, it also doesn't make any sense that you keep saying those words. It's like, It's like being in an argument between two people, and you're like, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Fear no. Fear no. Fear no. Fear no. Fear no. Fear no. I was like, what? Why would you say fear no over and over again? Like, it was just crazy to me. This man didn't know what to say, so he just started speaking in a language that he does not speak to throw scripture at this, trying to be the imam, trying to be the person that like provides spiritual guidance. Like, Bilal, you're not providing spiritual guidance, okay? Nobody wants your spiritual guidance, okay? They want you to be a husband. They want you to be their ride or die. They want you to be their partner. They don't want you to lead them through the valley of the shadow of death. Okay? You don't they don't want that. None of your wives want you to be the spiritual head of the family, because all you do is just start saying scripture at them and they're like, "Oh no, that doesn't work for me." Okay? That doesn't work for me. If I want scripture said to me, I'll go talk to pastor. I'll go talk to the pastor, I'll go talk to the imam, I'll go to church and pray. But in this house, you're going to talk to me like I'm a regular person. I don't know. I feel like whoever, I don't know. Is that what his dad did? 25. Only 25 likes, you guys. Come on. There's 98 people in this room. So 75 of y'all need to get on Instagram and go to my last post and just call me Wah and like it. And then fight me in the comments. Brittany, absolutely you missed it. We're an hour in. Does Bilal secretly like these women arguing? Oh, I get it. You can't do it because you're on your phones. I understand. Garrick was thinking next. I liked your story, even though I disagree with you. Yeah, as I'm saying, it's all about discord. It's all about conversation and disagreeing and all the good stuff. I think Bilal should handle the ex-wife and leave it at that. I think so too. That's why I say I think Shahida was wrong for coming to that house. That conversation should have never been between them. Shahida was wrong, but Shahida was wrong for making it up. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I know I said that 15 minutes ago. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. And then you go and you stand in the driveway and you talk some more with the door open, one foot in the car. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell Sister Alberta, I'm gonna tell Sister Alberta to come, and she gonna go ahead and make the peach cobbler because she makes it better than me. And yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. So what do y'all think? I'm just kidding. All right, you guys, for reals. Y'all, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about 90 Day Fiance UK earlier in the morning. That way we can get the UK girlies and I don't have to stay up super late to listen to it. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Hap, clap, hands, bow. Let's get down to business.